Welcome back to Movie House. Today, I'm going to show you mistakes I found in the movie Black Widow. Films relying heavily on flashback scenes tend to miss out on the timeline specifics. Here, for example, the opening scene is set in 1995 and it shows Yelena playing with a My Little Pony plushie. The catch is that the plushie of that style was not released until 2010. Over here, during this iconic chase scene in Budapest, when Natasha is attempting to steal the minivan, notice how an enemy Widow shoots out the back windshield. And somehow, a few shots later, the windshield is perfectly intact. Talking about cars, notice the Norwegian license plate of the car that Natasha drives. Well, it's in the wrong format. In Norway, the license plate has the format AA12345. Her car has the format AA123A4. Aha! Here is an error of a rare kind and a more damaging one. Watch closely, you can see where the car explodes in the bridge. We can see a dummy placed inside the car instead of Natasha. Here is another flashback mistake. It may appear that Natasha's earrings may have traveled through time. As you can see, this is the flashback scene in Budapest, which takes place before the first Avengers movie.
You killed her. I had to. I needed her to lead me to Jarico.
Natasha seems to be wearing the same arrangement of earrings that she wears throughout the rest of this movie. Crew, did you not notice this at all? There appears to be a logical conflict when looking at the whole premise of the movie. Most of Black Widow is set during the events that follow Captain America's Civil War. And at the time, Tony Stark, who is established to be incredibly paranoid about alien invasion, has satellites in space, and invents futuristic technology. However, his cutting-edge technology arsenal somehow does not detect the Red Room and flying base the size of several skyscrapers. Again, logically speaking, the airplane in which young Natasha and family flee would have to stop to refuel at least once between Ohio and Cuba. Also, they would be in a US airspace for over 1,000 miles, and even with the technology at the time, would be trackable the whole time. And here is yet another logical loophole within the storyline. At the end of the film, Natasha prepares to turn herself in to General Ross's men. However, the next shot takes 2 weeks later with Natasha, apparently free, with Mason, who gives her a Quinjet. It is never explained how she escaped from General Ross. Again, a logical storyline conflict. Over here, Alexei claims that he once fought with Captain America. This seems highly unusual as Alexei was only turned into the Red Guardian during the Cold War when Rogers was presumed dead. Even if he did fight Rogers during World War II as a foot soldier, it would be impossible as Alexei was not of age during that period. What do you guys think? We somehow can't seem to trust what Alexei claims. He says that he is the only super soldier made by the Soviet Union. Why would they stop at one? Captain America's Civil War and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier shows that there were several super soldiers in the US, so it seems unlikely that the Soviet Union would make only one super soldier to equalize their military strength to the Western Bloc. And here is a continuity error. When Alexei meets Drekyov in Cuba, notice how one of Drekyov's men gets out of the chair twice from different shots. Like the young Natasha's plushie, there is something that is pretty ahead of its time in the movie. Notice the high school football game. The officials in that game are wearing black officiating pants, which they shouldn't be at the time. Not until at least 15 years later. How can one change their accent so radically like Alexa and Melina did?
I don't want to go.
Family construct was just a calculated ruse that only lasted 3 years. I don't think that we can use this term anymore, can we?
Is it because they are the best of spies? But we'd say that there is no way that such a smooth American accent of theirs in The Move transformed to Russian-type heavily accented English, no matter how long they've been away. Looks like Scarlett has given away her screen time to someone else. In this scene, Natasha's stunt double is visible as she turns her face towards the camera. Over here, during the fight scene between Natasha and Taskmaster, the headlight of the car changes between shots. Somebody's having a good time messing around. Likewise on this scene, notice how the angle of the phone receiver changes the sides between the shots. Looks like Natasha's trusted aide Mason may not be as smart as we'd thought him to be. He's shutting the doors on the plane, even though the stairs are still down, which shouldn't be possible. Here is another disappearance act. It's the metal bar which Natasha grabs to land on the surface. It suddenly vanishes from the next shot. Coming back to this part of the movie, notice how that poor BMW car endures a lot of damage. And all signs of damage disappear in subsequent shots. What's going on? Over here, when Natasha wakes up Mason, we see Mason sleeping on his back, but as the shot changes, we now see him sleeping on his left side. And in the same scene, it looks like Mason may have actually taken a while to change his sleeping position, as the whole crew may have taken a break. Well, the sun doesn't take a break. Notice how the position of the daylight changes. In this shot, we can see that the sunlight is directly on Natasha's face, while in the next shot, it disappears. Here are a couple of other videos that I've made. Do check them out. Thanks for watching.